Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Tasia and I'm a communication strategist by day and a content creator by night. And I have been doing a series on social media, and particularly YouTube and Instagram and all of the great platforms that we adore and would want to be successful at. So today we're going to be going back to YouTube and talking about YouTube channel ideas, but ones that don't require you to show your face. I know that my last video talking about YouTube channel ideas did really well, and you guys seem to really like that. So today I'm going to be talking about channel ideas for those of you who would love to create a YouTube channel but are still a little bit shy, still don't know exactly if you want to be on camera, or some of you feel like it's too much of an invasion of your personal privacy to be on camera, and that's totally cool. So let's dive into those ideas today. Idea number one is craft videos. One of the largest YouTube channels out there right now is a craft video channel. So this is the 5-Minute Crafts YouTube channel, and it has over 70 million subscribers. Yep, that's right, 70 million. That's absolutely insane. And these are all just as exactly as it says, 5-minute crafts. And as you can see, many of them involve just some people's hands, simply just showing you step by step different crafts that they can do and giving you inspiration on different crafts that you can put together. This channel is absolutely super successful and is a really good example of something that you can create that does not require your face. I think people are interested in these videos for different reasons. One, it's kind of therapeutic to watch something be made from beginning to end. I don't know if there's some sort of psychological satisfaction of watching something start from nothing and be created. I also think that it's because people actually want to create or duplicate those crafts, especially for kids. It's really a great way to find something really interesting that you can create and get to do those crafts with your kids. Kids love making things. I've also seen people do this successfully with art as well. Like if you're a really good sketch artist or painter, again, people find it incredibly satisfactory to watch something being created from beginning to end. So if you can sketch something from beginning to end or paint something, people would love to watch those kinds of things. The second YouTube channel idea that does not require your face, and that is ASMR videos. These have been all of the rage most recent couple of years, and people find them incredibly relaxing and soothing to just listen to the audio of something either being done or made. So for example, my daughter watches this one channel and they have these beautiful like rainbow colored magnets, and the person just sits there and creates like houses and animals or different shapes or things out of these individual little magnets. And there's so many times that my daughter is watching this and I kind of look over just to see what she's watching and double check that she's not watching something crazy, and I end up just getting lost in it for like 5 minutes. I'll just keep watching it and I'm like, wow, this is actually really satisfying to watch. I have no idea why. So anything that's ASMR related, if those are things that you don't require your face, you don't have to talk on camera. A lot of the time there's no talking involved. It's just listening to the actual sounds and aesthetics of something being done. And for some reason, our brains just eat that up. Number 3 is tutorials. Tutorials are something that is huge on YouTube because a lot of people go to YouTube to search how to do something, and particularly nowadays because of all the software and technology out there, a lot of those how-to-dos involve just screen recording, so they can be something that is really easy for you to create in terms of a YouTube channel. One of my favorite channels right now is Easter Kings. They have Canva tutorials and Shopify tutorials, and they just walk you through the process from beginning to end, where you can learn how to do something really cool online that you might not ever have thought of, or a particular software that you use every single day, but they might teach you something that you didn't realize you have. You definitely don't need to be on camera for this, and most of the time someone being on camera would actually be a distraction, or they would just be in the way. At the end of the day, when you have a tutorial, particularly when it comes to a software program or something on the lines, you don't need to see anybody. You just want to watch exactly what they're doing so that you can follow step by step and be able to replicate that at home. It doesn't need to be software either. A lot of people are looking for tutorials about how to figure out something on their phone, on their iPhone or their Android, as well as there might be like social media hacks as well, things that you might have not known about Instagram or Pinterest or Facebook. So there are tons of tutorials out there that you can create without ever having to show your face. Number 4, and that is video game play or tips. And the video game world is massive on YouTube. We already know about that, and I did talk about this a little bit in my first YouTube video talking about channel ideas, because you definitely can be on camera, but you can actually create a whole video game channel without actually having having to be on camera. You can simply just talk people through it, and you can share tips and tricks about that particular video game. And a lot of the time, like I said, people will just watch it because one, they actually really love that game. So even when they're not playing it themselves, they like watching other people play it because they want to learn from that person. And also you can be diving into particular tips and tricks about how you are successful at that game and be able to teach and share people that knowledge. People will love to watch you do that. Number 5, and that is tech review channels. A lot of these channels involve unboxings or, again, walking you through tutorials about a particular hardware. So if you are learning about a camera or a phone or some other piece of technology, you can do this without necessarily having to be on camera. I've definitely watched many tutorials about something to do with my phone, and all you're looking at is the person's hands and the actual phone itself. You don't actually need to see the person to be able to walk them through. And people find these things super, super helpful. If you're into gadgets and the latest new hardware that is coming out, you can particularly always get new content and be able to ride the waves up on YouTube by, especially when you cover a new product that's just come out. You can be on camera as little or none at all to teach people how to use certain technology. Number 6 is TV or movie reviews. I absolutely love the Marvel universe, and I actually love watching videos that break down a recent movie or video or trailer and having people kind of go through and find all of the Easter eggs and the double entendres and the behind the scenes meanings of things. And now this can go either way. Of course, you can be on camera to do this. And one of my favorite channels that does this extremely well is New Rockstars, and they dive into all of the latest Marvel movies or other fictional or science fictional type movies or TV shows. You don't necessarily need to be in front of the camera to do that. And one of the best examples I can think of that is that New Rockstars, one of their competitors is Emergency Awesome, and I believe his name is Charlie. And again, because I've only seen him like once or twice, but he actually never comes on camera. Most of the time he's always behind the scenes, and all you're watching is the actual footage or screenshots or photos, and he breaks down everything that is going on in a particular movie or video and really shares his insights and information. Emergency Awesome has definitely shown us to dive into the TV or movie genre. You definitely don't need to be in front of the camera, and you don't necessarily need to show your face. Number 7, and this is cooking or any sort of food related channels. Food is definitely huge on YouTube, but you can approach it in various different ways. So I find some of the best types of videos or channels who do this, they kind of have that above the camera view where the camera is looking down either on a table or over the stove, and you can actually watch what is being done to cook. This genre is also really big with kids. I find, again, kids love to watch things being made, and for example, one of my youngest loves watching cooking channels and sort of cooking related to kids, and a lot of the time they'll be showing, for example, baking and watching a cake being made from beginning to end, and she finds it so entertaining and relaxing to watch. If you are a baker or a really good home chef, this is something that you could definitely tap into. I know for myself as a mom, I would love lunch ideas, so if you kind of show those above camera shots of you putting together a really amazing like bento box lunch, for example, I've totally watched videos like that. It gives you inspiration of things that you may have never thought of yourself. So I think that those kinds of videos are actually incredibly helpful. Number 8, and that is life hack videos. Again, I find these so satisfying to watch. I love watching someone show me something that I never thought of before, or something that will make my life so much easier or make something happen a lot faster by watching these types of life hacks. If you have a lot of cool hacks that you can think of, or a particular way to do something because you are an expert in a particular field, again, these kinds of things don't necessarily need you to be in front of the camera. You don't necessarily have to show your face. You can have a YouTube channel just highlighting whatever these particular hacks are, and the person can just simply be watching you do it and just watching your hands or whatever it is in that whatever case it might be, and just teaching people how to have these particular life hacks that might make their life so much faster or easier. Number 9, and that is top list videos. And I have totally gone down this rabbit hole, particularly when it comes to movies, where they'll list like the top particular movies in a particular category, or the best actors or actresses in a particular category, or anything like that. And it could be with anything. Like you could be top listing cars, or you could be doing a top list of the best robot vacuums out there, the best phones, the best types of I don't know, weighted blankets. Like, you literally can make top lists about anything, and as long as you just kind of back it up with some research and some interesting statistics or information that a person might be looking for, they can be actually incredibly helpful. This is my last idea of a YouTube channel that you can create that doesn't require you to show your face, and that is a podcast channel. So I'm a huge fan of being able to repurpose content. So for example, if you already have a podcast show, you are already creating content out there that is great, and you don't necessarily want to duplicate that in front of a YouTube channel. One of the ways you can gain traction towards your podcast is for you to simply just create a YouTube channel that repurposes the audio from your podcast and places it on YouTube. And I've seen this done with a number of famous podcasters out there. You can just repurpose content that you already have. And hey, why not? You might end up getting someone to go over to your actual podcast and follow you on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, wherever it is, simply because they came across your video on YouTube. So that's it. Those are my 10 ideas for YouTube channels that I think will do extremely well and that can potentially really blow up and be super successful, that don't actually require you to show your face. So if you're super shy, don't be disheartened. You can still create a YouTube channel. You definitely do not need to be in front of the camera. You can have an awesome channel that people will definitely be watching that doesn't actually require you to show your beautiful face. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for taking your time with me today, and I will see you next week. I am a huge geek. I am a geek, but that's not exactly what I was trying to say. Well, there are great channels. Wow, that's annoying. My phone's going off. Someone's interrupting. Do not disturb. Do not put my do not disturb on. Best, I don't know, like robots. Not any robots. That sounds funny. I don't know, the best robots, vacuum robots. Why can't I say that? One of the robot vacuums. There we go. Inversed it. Other way. Back to the. So today we're gonna be going. Oh my gosh! Can I say it? So what was I saying? Oh gosh.